Hi everyone, this is Brian from Medigaplist.com. This video is going to be about Medicare supplement insurance versus Medicare Advantage plans. Let's start with the Medicare supplement plans. Medicare supplement plans are labeled A through N. What the government does is they set the plans, they send out the plans that are allowed to be sold to the different companies, you name it. AARP, Blue Cross, Humana, Aetna, Cigna, and so forth. And they basically say put a price tag on them and sell the plans. Also, if you go down below, you'll see a link to Medigaplist.com. You can compare the plans on there. It's right below the screen. When you put your cursor over it, it turns blue. It's right next to the description, on top of the description button. Anyhow, so Medigap plans, or Medicare supplement plans, if you get a Medicare Supplement Plan F with your A and B, you're 100% covered for Medicare approved procedures. Basically, what's that, the gist of it is, if you go to the hospital or doctor, you're not going to pay anything out of pocket. As long as Medicare, it's a Medicare procedure, that means, MRIs, if you have cancer, you have to go in for your treatments, your doctor's appointments, it's all covered. You're not going to pay anything out of pocket. So let's just take someone real quick. Someone in Pennsylvania who's 65 years old, who gets on a Medicare Supplement Plan F, who's a female, who does, let's just say she doesn't smoke. For $150 a month, at this point in time, 2013, she can get a Plan F with her Medigap Part A and B, and which will probably cost around $100, and then she can get a separate Medicare Part D plan, and the whole package is going to cost $250, $275 total, and that's going to be nothing out of pocket besides your Medigap or Medicare Part D plan, which is your prescription drugs. Those are the only things that are going to have copays, deductibles. Now you take a Medicare Advantage plan. What that basically is if you get an HMO or a PPO, I don't want to say that the PPOs are shouldn't even really exist when it comes to Medicare, but if you can get a PPO for $220, let's say a month, or $175 a month, in my opinion, it's better just to get a Medicare supplement, a Medigap plan, because you're not going to have any copays or anything like that, and there's no networks that go around with the Medicare supplements. The Medicare Advantage plans, you're going to have networks that you can go to. Your doctor might not accept it, the hospitals might not accept it. The hospital might accept it, but they might not accept this specific plan. So there's zero premium plans, and you might have an out-of-pocket cost, total out-of-pocket cost of $6,700 a year. If something happens in December where you have to go in the hospital, then you have to go back in January, that's going to cost you $6,700 each time. So you're looking at a $13,000 to $14,000 swing in a matter of 2 months. The reason why I mention that is I actually had a client that happened to. So it does happen. Another thing about the Medicare Advantage plans are, they have a zero premium. They attach, if it's an MAPD, they attach a drug plan with it, but you're going to pay for that drug plan, so it might be $50 a month, and you might not really need that, there's that heavy of a drug plan. You might take 2 generic drugs. You're paying $50 a month where you could get it cheaper. As you can tell, I'm sort of more of a fan of the Medicare Advantage or Medicare supplement plans, the Medigap plans, but there's nothing wrong with the Medicare Advantage plans. It just so happens that there's networks involved. You really have to look at what's covered, how much the copays are. There's probably a copay $20 for doctors, $45 for specialists, and then you have deductibles and copays when you go into the hospital. So the first day in the hospital might cost you $250. Who knows? I mean, you really have to look because they're so different. The Medigap plans are very clean. It's very simple. You look at the different, if you want an F plan or a G plan or an N plan, and you can tell exactly what it covers and what you would have to pay for an out-of-pocket cost. Like I said, with the F plan, there's no out-of-pocket cost. With the G plan, there's a very small deductible. And with the N plan, it has a deductible and it has small co-payments. So, there's a lot of good plans with the Medicare supplements, and for people that can afford them, that's usually what they go and choose. Thanks for watching the video. There's plenty of other videos, and also you can go to medigaplist.com and come check out. We have a comparison chart of all the different Medicare supplement plans from your area. You put in your zip code and you can see the different plans. Take care, and I'll see you at the next video.